guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're building a new house and it's a very special house. You will see it's a really weird shaped house, but it's the perfect family home. I don't know which type of gameplay do you normally use, but normally when I get Sims, I always make them have huge families, have 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, not that much children because they don't fit in the household, but a lot of children. So this was just an excuse for myself to create a very beautiful family oriented home. And you can see the shape, it's going to be a very weird shape and it's going to be a traditional home. You will see here that because I created this weird shape with the walls by creating the walls itself, I was struggling a lot to create the flooring on the upstairs part, and I also struggled a lot with the roofing part of this house because I had a really clear idea of how this house should look like, and finally it turned like a little bit different, but at the same time I feel it's cute. So you will see in the beginning of this video that I'm going to be struggling a lot in trying to create the perfect shape for this house, and there's going to be some cuts and everything because it actually took so much time. Honestly, I built this house maybe in 4 hours or 5 hours. Normally I'm a very fast builder, I can build a beautiful home in maybe half an hour, but this one, especially because it's not my type of build, because it's more like a traditional build, I struggled a lot because normally, as if you have seen from my other videos from this channel, I'm always based on more modern, bohemian, more another type of style for homes. So in this house, as you can see, it's more like a suburban type house, and with the roofing, I'm also not very good, but thanks to little Simsy, I saw all her tricks for being a good constructor. For roofing, I helped myself, so I honestly thanks her a lot, because before that I was way worse. And even though that it looks a little bit weird right now, it's actually very satisfying for me that I can build something like that. And yes, so it's a very expensive home. I think I don't check at the end how much money it was, but it's a very expensive home. This is when you have already played maybe 40 hours with your family, you can afford this house. But if not, you can just cheat Mother Lode and that's it. So I'm trying to put these columns here just to create more finished look of the house, and just see how much time I'm just struggling with the exterior, because I really wanted to be the perfect house. And honestly, I love the interior, how it turned out. It's just a beautiful and super cozy family home, and I will be explaining a little bit how I imagine the characters that are living inside. I also struggled a lot with trying to find a good wallpaper for the exterior, because in my mind I wanted just a plain white house, but at the same time I wanted some accents of rocks, because my family from my mother, it's from Galicia. And in Galicia, we don't have a home like this big, but Galicia is north of Spain, more in the coast, and it's like a farm, and it has these super beautiful rocks outside, and it looks beautiful, and they made this accent more modern style, and I think it looks very cute. So I based a little bit myself into creating this house with this. I also wanted to put a garage on it, and I never used terrain tools like the terrain modifier, but I was trying to do it because I'm trying to also experience a little bit outside of the normal things that I'm doing in The Sims. Oh yes, now I'm lighting it inside, and I'm going to place the windows and the doors and everything that is needed for it. So I used cats and dogs. I think it's cats and dogs. Oh no, it's seasons. Yeah, I choose seasons windows because actually they are beautiful. I also put these ones here, and you will see this room will end up being one of my favorite rooms from the house. It's beautiful. And I also wanted to use a lot of white because I wanted to be very clear and peaceful inside this house. And I also wanted to put a garage there, but I found it that in the Sims, as we don't have cars or anything, it was a little bit useless. So you will see far beyond in the video what I created that space for, and I think it's pretty cool. And in the exterior, we're also going to have a backyard, which we're going to be creating in the end of the video. I always struggle a lot for the floor plans. I think it's like something you have to have studied architecture or something to know how to create a beautiful floor plan. I'm always struggling a lot because I like a lot like open spaces and a lot of light, and because I also wanted like very specifically rooms, it was very hard for me to create a floor plan in this house. But I think finally I did good correctly, and it was enough for me, and I was satisfied with it. I again had the same glitch that like the roofing was not detecting that it was there, and this time I fixed it fast. But normally, because I'm not that good at roofing, I'm always struggling a lot with this, and it always makes me crazy because I spend so much time trying to fix it. So if one of you guys know how to help me to know when a roof is not well done or something like that, please leave it in the comments, and you will save me so much time, because honestly I lost so much time on this. So as I told you, this house, it's going to be a 8 Sims house. It's for a whole home, like a whole family, the fullest that you can be. Also, it has a dog, so you can have a dog or a person else. And it also has a guest room for maybe the grandparents that are coming to visit. Another thing is that everything in the house is mostly like in between modern and more like classical, but at the same time I think it has a modern touch. I feel like this family had enough money to make this house beautiful, like renovated. Maybe it's renovated itself. And the kitchen is pretty small for such a big family, but I feel like it was fitting so good in this little room here, and I finally loved how it turned out because I can imagine all the family cooking here, like the cakes for the birthday or something like that, and I really like that idea. I wanted to use tiles for the kitchen because, for example, in my house we have tiles all around the house, and it's pretty cold, but here in Barcelona it's not cold at all, so we're not struggling with it, with having these tiles. But I love parquet, and I always wanted to have parquet in my house, and it's first of all very expensive to change the flooring, and second, like, I don't know, it's an old apartment, so I don't think we're going to do it. But my mother also loves parquet. And so yes, this is the house. It's the dining area. It's where the family is going to have dinner, lunch, breakfast together, and I feel it. This room is so beautiful. I used these windows and I made like this little space that the windows have outside. I don't know how to refer to that space, but I love how it looks like, and I wanted to make it like it's a bench, or it's a place where people also sit or put stuff, decoration. Just imagine having breakfast sitting on that bench there. I just loved it. You will see me also placing objects that I want to use in the future. I'm using a lot of laundry pack day stuff. I don't know the name of the pack, whatever. I'm using a lot of objects from that pack because they fit so good in this kind of house. More like, I don't know, I would say Bohemian, but it's not Bohemian. Bohemian is the first house that I built. This is more, I don't know which style to describe it. It's family, it's family friendly, cozy, you know. And yes, it has these weird sculptures that I never use in my gameplay because I found them horrible. Just horrible. But I put them on the on this little shelling thing that it's there. And there's some candles also. I love candles, and I don't have candles at my home at all. I love how they look like. I love like the ambient that they put on it, but I don't have any. I wish I had, honestly. So you will see here I'm placing like the pillows and everything. Just I imagine here like maybe the teenager doing his homework while the father is cooking something in the kitchen or something like that. So I feel like I did a great job in this house to make it look like it's lived in. It has all the family stuff, and they also had a hamster. Yes, I wanted it so much to have a rat or a hamster or whatever is it, because I never use this object in my game. I never use it, and I just wanted to give it a try, and I think it looks cute there. I'm imagining every morning feeding them with the family. You will see that I'm trying to make it a very colorful house, which is normally I'm not that colorful girl, but I think in this case it was looking pretty cool. And I love this rug. I don't know which pack it comes from, but I feel it can work in such different places. Yes. So you will see here we have constructed the dining space, the kitchen, and now we have this hallway space, which I also love how it turned out. At the beginning I was like, oh, this weird spot here for the stairs. It's such a weird spot, but it has the bed for the dog, which is super cute, and it also has I think it has bookshelves and a mirror and just some small decorations to make it look like it's just a corridor, Yes, and under the stairs I decided to place objects, random objects that maybe in your family you don't have space to put anymore, and then you just choose to put it there underneath. And I use these mirrors and I size them up. No. I put them up, I slice them up, and I feel like they look so beautiful as a mirror there. And at the beginning I didn't like this cupboard, but at the end I feel like I'm getting very into this type of architecture, and I think in this house it fits. I don't know. So here, there's the entrance hallway. I feel like here you enter to the house and you leave your coat, and then you go directly to the kitchen to eat something. I don't know. And I also never use this kind of long racks, and I finally did and use it. Of course I did not, but yes, I was trying to do it. Okay, I never find a way to put them anywhere. I just find they're too long, and my rooms are not like this at all. So as you can see, I'm also placing these shoes there and toys, because this is a family home and there's a lot of children here, so just some decorations. And now we're going to enter into the living area, the sofa place. It has a TV, it has a fireplace, and I absolutely adore this room. I feel I feel that it looks so good. I was trying to make a big object around the TV. I don't know how is it called in English. If you can tell me what is it called, this object that it's around the TV. I read it a lot of times and I hear it a lot of times, but I don't remember. So I'm struggling a lot, but I would love to know the name. So if you can leave it on a comment, I will be so grateful. So yes, I was trying to create that, but at the end I just wanted it a little bit more plain and a little bit more full of space, because with such a big house, you have to clean a lot to maintain it clean and beautiful, no? More objects, more cabinets, more everything. It will be more a struggle. And I just wanted this house to be just the perfect home for a family. And I feel if I don't want to have like 8 children or anything like that in my life, but if I had, I would love to live in a house like this, honestly. I think it makes you feel like your family is everything to you, or I don't know, it just makes you feel like it gives an importance to having time together with your family and empathizing with that. And as you can see, I'm also not choosing the what do you say, like the wallpapers now, because I was first trying to decide which tone I was gonna use for then trying to match them, but I think finally I just used white walls because white walls are the best for me. I don't know, I love white walls. And so what else? Oh yes, I also wanted to tell you that thank you very much for watching my videos. Nowadays I think it's been 2 weeks since I first uploaded my first video on YouTube. Honestly, at the beginning I was like, I'm nervous because like my tongue language is not English. Of course, I'm from Barcelona. My tongue language is Catalan or Spanish. And it was weird for me to spend so much time talking in English and recording myself. And I feel like I have to learn a lot of things still, but oh yes, I wanted to talk about this room. I imagine like the family, the mother of this family, she's an artist, okay? So she loves art and she loves painting because she's a painter. And she teaches she teaches at home their children how to paint, and she created like a beautiful room only for teaching their children how to paint and how to make it beautiful. Everything. I just will. It's such a beautiful story, guys. I don't know, but I wish my mother just painted with me. Like, I mean, it's such a beautiful memory to have, no? So yes, I'm also creating like this office area. I didn't know about this room. I just feel like it's important also to have computers because they are useful. Maybe the father or the mother is also into photography, or maybe one of the teenagers is also into photography. So it was important to have like also like 2 computers, not the most expensive one, because I feel like this family, they don't care that much about technology. They just want the essentials and things like that. And also maybe one of them works from home. Maybe the mother as a painter sells the paintings from home. So yes, as I told you, now I'm creating this room and I loved how it looked. With these windows, I think these are based game windows and they are beautiful. She's like, I imagine this woman as a free soul that she's like a hippie mother that wants to teach their family how to paint and how to be good and how to be wise and all these things. Maybe she also loves to interior design, because I feel like she gave a lot to this house as a character. In my mind it was growing like this, and I feel like she's literally teaching them with like anatomy and things like that. Like when you do fine arts in university, I didn't do fine arts in university, but I know that you have to do anatomy and things like that to know how to draw like perfectly. So now I'm placing like these sculptures, and these other sculptures here, these maybe sculptures that the children has done for the mother as an activity together. So I don't know, this house ends up being very, very expensive, maybe because of the room, maybe because of all the decorations that I put. But I don't know, I just wanted it to feel very good. And this item, I love this little table with the paintings on. I feel it's so realistic. I love these items that are like messed around. I like all the items that you earn from being an artist in the career. I just love them. These papers and this space to put the paintings is just beautiful, like just beautiful. Yeah, finally I put all the white walls. I don't know, I just wanted it to be very clear, beautiful. Okay, so and this room in here, it's going to be the guest rooms. It's in a weird spot, but honestly, if you're a guest from this house, maybe the grandparents, they just have their own space there, small space to be there. Oh, but now I'm constructing the garage. So as you can see, oh no, finally I'm constructing this one. Okay, I'm sorry because when I constructed this was like maybe a week ago, so I'm a little bit lost of how I was doing it, but I just remember some things. So yes, I wanted a very clear and simple guest rooms, but also with a lot of character. Maybe the mother said, okay, we're going to buy these pillows that I really loved, or we're going to make them ourselves. And it has this purpley color on the walls, and I think I never used this color before, and in a bedroom it looks very good. Not my style, but it looks good. They also have a laundry place and they have a bathroom downstairs. I think this house, the only problem that I can say it has is that it doesn't have a lot of bathrooms. I think it has 2 for 8 sims, which is ridiculous because I mean you're struggling a lot all the time if you only have 2 bathrooms, and then you have 8 sims. Like, I mean, all of them have to shower or pee or everything at the same time, so it's always a little bit struggling. And I love the paintings also from Tiny Living stuff. Yes, I love them. And I never do it, but before I was doing it, to put like counters on as a table. In my house we actually have this, and I noticed it the other day and I was like, wow, it looks good. So yes, now I'm constructing the garage, and I'm saving as well, because if I lose all this, I will be so mad. But anyways, not the first time that I lost something like this in The Sims. I don't know, guys, have you ever lost a whole house after it's just like your computer crashes and you lose everything? Okay, so this is the garage, and it's just like a mess. It's the place where you will put every object that you want to use at some point, but you don't want it to be around the house, like the present piles for Christmas, or the guitars and the amplificators, or the boxing thing, or the like all these kind of objects, so random, so ugly, that inside of this beautiful and cute house they will not fit. And so I'm also trying to create like more like a more traditional style with the tiles that I'm using on the bathrooms and things like that, and I feel like it finally works very good. So yes, I think we are going upstairs. Yes. And the upstairs was a little bit tricky because, as I told you, I love a very clear space. And the upstairs, because of the roofing situation, it didn't have that much space. And I finally created like these stairs 3-way, like three squares. And I feel like it looks more elegant and it fits better, but at the same time, downstairs I don't know if I finally like it more how it was before. But we're going to construct a playing area for the children, because the children has a lot of objects that are so big, and inside of their rooms they don't fit. So I created this space with the crafting table and the house of the doll house, and these super colorful objects that are also very difficult to match. And I am going to change a little bit as well this. I also like when children have their own music. When I was a child, I had a stereo, I don't know if it's called like this, like a radio machine, and I was always playing my discs and I was singing so hard, and I think I got like this feeling of wanting to sing so much, because when I was a child I had this thing. So I think it's a good detail to put to your children, like this music station, so that they can sing or dance. I was singing, but I know children dance normally, but I've never been very good at dancing. I try to, honestly, if you want me to explain you, I will tell you in another video, but I don't know, I'm a little bit ashamed, but I was doing tap dance for, I don't know, like maybe 5 years ago. I started the course of the tap dance, and it was bad. It was bad. But I will tell you more if you want in another video, but now I think I'm not ready to talk about it because I'm so ashamed of it. So yes, we are creating here the teenage room. It's a beautiful room. Honestly, I feel like the bed itself, it's completely my style. Like, actually, my room, the room where I'm sitting right now, that you have not seen, but probably you will see soon in another video if I show myself. It has a very similar blanket, and this is my favorite color, so I love this room. I feel it's a very good room for a teenager. It has like a bowl, it has these super good cameras, and it has this huge glass table, so modern, so beautiful. I feel like I've always wanted to have something like this, and honestly, my room is good. Like, I'm not annoyed or I'm not complaining or anything, but I feel like in my room it's way better when is it cleaned everything, and this one looks like mine. It's clean, but at the same time it's a little bit messy. And so this can be a room for a boy or a girl, whatever you want. I think it's a very ambiguous room, and I always try to do the same thing in The Sims. I always build how do you say, the room of the babies before they are born in The Sims, so I don't get attached to the fact that they are boys or girls, because I hate this. I've never been like this, and you will see that in my builds. Always the rooms are very, they are not for boys or for girls. I think it's stupid to think like this. Boys can like pink and girls can like blue. Of course, it's normal. So I don't know, my favorite color is blue, and my room is painted in blue. And I'm not a boy, so I don't know. But let me know what you think. But I think that I always do a great job in making rooms fitting for both genders or any gender at all. So I like this thing about taking care of this before constructing a room for a child, because honestly, when I'm older and I have children, again we're talking about this. I don't know what I'm saying, but yes, when I'm thinking about this, it's like I don't want my child to be already adjusted into a gender since he's born. I want him to discover himself and his personality besides of the gender that he is part of, like physically, so that's just my point. And here we're making the toddlers and babies room. It's a more colorful blue room, but it has different flooring. I think this one is from university, and I like this flooring, but at the same time I never know where to use it. But I feel in this room it was fitting and it's cute. I would like to play in this room. Oh, also, I think that for us, such a big family, you will need a lot of cupboards to put all the clothes for the children. So I just put some cupboards on the corridor, which I think it's not that weird. And in The Sims, I'm never doing it, but I don't know, in my house, there's cupboards in the middle of the corridors. Well, now, no, but before there was, and it was completely normal. I don't know. We put things there, and it's a common wardrobe, and everyone is fine with it. And yes, I decided to put like all these little shoes, maybe from their children when they were growing up. So they have 4 of them, and it's just a reminder that this is a house where a lot of children are living. So it's a very colorful house. I don't know. Let me see in the comments if you like which one is your favorite room, which people do you imagine living inside of this house, and if you really like it, give it a like, and if you just enjoy it a lot, just subscribe to my channel because I'm uploading 3 times every week. So yes, now I'm constructing the master bedroom of the parents, and this room for me it's the most horrible room of all of them. I don't like orange. Orange is my least favorite color of all of them. And I wanted to use this book shell, but it was so horrible and I could not. And I used this one, which I also don't like because of the tone of the wood. I feel like it's like this old, from the 90s. I don't like this tone of wood. I don't know if you understand me, but I feel it's not good. But I mean, maybe it's full of history books, of history of art books, so maybe the mother wants to be in order, put them all in order there, or it's just like pictures, albums of pictures. I don't know, it's a really cute thing. My grandmother has like all the albums of pictures from when we are a child, and every time I go to her house I check the albums because I love watching pictures. I don't know what is it with me, but I love watching old pictures of myself. I don't know, guys. Some people is like ashamed. I am sometimes, but I feel it's cute to be, so I'm fine with it. Okay, yes, and I placed this rock, which I also like a lot. This rock, to make it more warm, but I never would like to live in a bedroom like this one. And now I'm creating the bathroom. It's the bathroom for the parents. So as you can see, there's only 2 bathrooms. So we need another bathroom. Honestly, I should create another bathroom somewhere. But I honestly didn't want to remove like any of the other spaces because it was fitting so good. I don't know. Well, I'm going to go also to construct a little bit in the balconies. I'm going to put, I put some, how do you say, I put some bench, and I just, nothing very much, just a little bit of life also outside. I wanted to put more activities outside, but at this point I was already very tired of so much detail. I don't know, but I think this house is full of detail. You cannot imagine how much time I did spend on creating this house. So just like appreciate it, please, because I really struggled a lot. And now I'm going to do the backyard already, and in the backyard I'm always struggling also a lot with the backyards. I don't know, I feel like they don't look that good on my buildings, and maybe it's because this house is a very weird shaped house, but I don't know. It has a beautiful pool, which I would love to have, as you know from my previous videos. I already said that I wish I had the pool because I love to dance I love to swim and I love the sea, and I just wish I was in a swimming pool right now. Today it's a very hot day in Barcelona. Like, I think we arrived to 30 degrees today, and it was so warm, and I just wanted to go to the beach, but we are quarantinated, so we stayed at home. But anyways, just outside of the topic, yes, this is the pool, and I tried to recreate like a pool for the babies because I feel like they will have created, if they created this huge mansion thinking only about their child, for sure they will also put like this baby's pool. And I don't know, I think that finally it looked more like I don't know, like a neighborhood pool than a pool for a house. I don't know, guys, just let me know what do you think about this pool. But it's just so big, it's just enormous. I cannot imagine like having this house with this huge pool. And what are you doing in your life for earning so much money? I promise to God, like how can you do it? And yes, I'm placing a lot of greenery in this garden because I feel like these people are so perfectionist with their garden and their family and their house and everything, just like so perfect. And I love the towels in the floor of this pool because they are so realistic. Because normally towels of the children, they are horrible. I don't know, they are from their favorite cartoon characters and they are normally very weird, like a Spider-Man, like a Spider-Man towel in the beach. It just looks awful. Oh yes, I also created this sand place for the babies, the toddlers, to play there in the garden. I just feel like things that I never do, but I wish I did. And yes, it also has like this small park for the children to play around, and I think it's beautiful. Like, imagine living here as a child. I feel like if you do this, like if you live in this house, I'm sure you're going to be a successful person at some point. I mean, you have so much space to create around, to refresh yourself. They also have their garden where they cultivate their own vegetables and they have their own like space there. Probably the father takes care of it or the mother as well. I don't know, but I just feel like in this house everything is perfect and everything is so friendly and family oriented. So I also put like a lot of trees and things like that because I also wanted to this garden to look like they put the fence, but they didn't destroy the nature, you know. These trees were there before and they love these trees and they see these trees as part of their house and their family. And so I made this weird space here in the middle of the garden, which maybe in the beginning when they bought the house it was I don't know how this is another question for you guys. You should leave it in the comments, please. How is this called for collecting water from the ground? Maybe it was this and they constructed it into a kitchen. An exterior kitchen. Like, are you kidding? We can afford to have an exterior kitchen. I mean, it's such a dream house, no? I don't know. And so yes, this is the how it looks like. Oh, sorry, I received the message. Yes, and it has a bin and it has the barbecue. And I also love this table. Honestly, I like it a lot. And it's crystal, but I think it fits. I mean, they don't care. They have a crystal table on the outside. And I love how also these interior plants look super cute outside of the house, like as decoration, as pot plants, because it makes you feel like they cultivated these plants by themselves. And they have like this bench part here in next to it with these beautiful exterior sofas, which I really find very realistic. Like, normally the couches in The Sims are zero realistic, but the couches of exterior, like the exterior couches, are very realistic. Like, I'm actually surprised how realistic they are. And I wanted to put like a lake or something, but I finally didn't do it because I was like, come on, Olga, it's too much. Just don't put a lake on their background. Are you kidding? Because it's just like too much. No, I mean, this family, I started loving this house and now I feel like it's too much. Like, it's too perfect. Well, guys, I think I'm just like trying to place the lights down again and just like trying to finish it up and retouching a little bit like the pool area and the lights for the night. And I made like these super cute lights outside. Anyway, so guys, thank you very much for staying with me for 40 minutes and listen to this video and just enjoy this video. Thank you very much for being here and supporting me, because every day that I do a video like this I'm happier. And so just thank you very much. If you like this house and you want to give it a like, just give it a like. Leave me a comment, suggestions about everything you would like me to build or construct, or new ideas. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button. And just, I will see you around super soon, hopefully. So just, I'm so happy to be a YouTuber here. So bye bye. Thank you very much. I love you a lot.